Okay. Just to make sure this is actually live. And let's get a good look. Okay. Just to make sure this is actually live. Just raise the voice a little bit. Get a good look. Looks good. Alright, so the Darkovia content. Since we have to redo the entire campaign, this shouldn't take too long. It's actually pretty quick, and we've seen all this before. The slave the vampires. Might as well take this opportunity to level up Archer. I've been meaning to do it for a while, just haven't really had the chance. Sound's kind of gone for it, which is a bit weird. I'm just going to assume that's an issue. What is an issue is the fact that the vampires aren't taking damage if you're too far away. Who knows why that is. Alright. Problem with audio? Let's try that. Nope. Just not playing audio. Oh well. We'll figure out what's wrong with that later. Shouldn't take too much more time to get these basic quests out of the way. Let's throw in the quick abilities, and this should be over in a couple of seconds. And there we go. We'll just jump over here. So as you can guess, this is going to be probably a first real chance to do this as a vampire character. Of course, it's all just cosmetic, but it's quite funny to be redoing this quest with the visage. Mainly because you shouldn't be able to get this until you've done this entire storyline. Which is kind of good. And kind of bad at the same time. So I did do this on the PTB. Kind of get a bit dull having to redo all of the quest dialogue. But I figured we can just skip that since it is pretty much just the same stuff we've heard 100 times. Okay. A lot of people in Darkovia again, which is always good. Well, technically we're in Darkhurst, which is the border of Darkovia, I believe. Though I could be wrong. Okay, well. Got Squig here. And we'll just keep skipping these, because honestly, we've all heard this dialogue before. There's no real benefit to any of it. Okay. Talk to everyone around the inn. I think this is a reference to AQ Classic. I believe there is someone in Darkovia who sells potions. I could be wrong there. I might just turn down the in-game ambience. Might be a bit loud for this game. Yeah. Person turns into a ghoul. Sometimes they're not hostile until you attack. Could be something to that. Okay, let's head back outside. Okay. You can see a lot of people who are just sort of vampires. Okay, this is a pretty easy fight within itself. They're only level 15, so they'll just go down like a sack of hay. I believe there's about 3 waves. Alright, that's... Yep, there is just 3 waves, I believe. It's been forever since I did this. There we go. Oh no, there's a 4th wave of a single guy. Is there more people? Well, that just seems weird that there'd be a 4th wave. Oh, I have to redo Shadow Slayer. I just saw that. The entire Shadow Slayer quest line's very long and very dull. Okay. Alright. Search the houses. It just sort of auto triggers. So the impression it was a... Alright. Guardhouse. Let's just switch over to Vampire Golems. Faster to move this way. This is just a sort of set and forget quest. Past the werewolf. And we'll head up to the mayor's house. Okay. And he will be at the gate to Darkovia. Well, Darkovia proper. I'm pretty sure Darkhurst doesn't count as Darkovia. More like an intra-zone. Since there's no way to get to Darkhurst outside of teleportation. Which is kind of a strange thing. You'd think it'd be attached to Doomwood. But Darkovia Forest is its own place. Let's get this quest. Oh. That didn't trigger the quest. My mistake. And the pure bloods. Alright. So one-on-one fight. Let's switch over to warrior for this. We'll switch out of this. This will be just a quick fight. I'm wondering why there's no sound effects for the attacks. Alright, now we'll just grab these 6 up in a big group and we can get rid of them all at once. There we are. And whirlwind. Followed by slash. We'll get the Darkovia. Okay, let's head down into the tavern again. Oh, pink bush. That's the first time I saw one of those. And back over to talk to Morgrel. And by talk, I mean just skip the dialogue. Darkhurst. Oh! I guess we're Okay. I guess we're just going to be following through the map for now. Green guard. What the hell did I do there? Yep, solid ground here. Oh, there we go, that's fixed it. Now, I guess it's just because I did something too quickly and it destabilized my character. Not sure what could have caused that. Okay, over to the Guardian Tower. I remember when this place was new. Yeah, it was around the time I started playing on AQ3D. Pretty good timing on my part, actually. I probably would have found the game a bit dull if I started before this. But Darkovia has been a big part of my career with AQ3D. Always good thing for a zone to have. Alright. I'll leave the High Lord since we don't have to kill him until we've killed the basic recruits. And where's one more? There it is. I think I originally did this place using Guardian. Just because I needed a healing flash help. Alright, time to defeat the High Lord. AQ3D Ghost. Guardian Romano. One of the things that I hope they're going to change in the future is the Darkovia Guardian armor. Since we got Green Guard and then established that Guardians have different types of armor for different zones, I think it'd be kind of cool to see a Darkovia styled Guardian armor, something more blackened, maybe a bit dark, and there's no skip on this. But yeah, something that's different to just the standard silver and gold you get with the Babylon Guardians. It was a thing in AQ Classic where you could customize your Guardian armor to fit your theme. So carrying that over into here would be pretty good. Now the Ancient Evil's up. I remember I used to sit in the tree all day just waiting for the Ancient Evil to spawn. Alright, here's Cassius. And Legatactus. And the skip button. Alright, so that's a bunch of them. We'll grab all of them again. Wow, that was a pretty good swipe. There we go. And take on the pack leader Cassius. We'll just wait for an alternate page. Hopefully I don't have to redo that either. That was always a pain. Here's the kid. Alright, let's head back to the tavern. We'll just travel from over there. Still trying to figure out why there's no sound effects. Okay. Skip. And now we have to kill werewolves. This really was just a horde mode. That said, it's not a hard horde mode. Thankfully they're not like level scaling all these guys up to level 25. Level 30. That would have been a pain. Cleared 4. Okay. See, this is better. A 4th wave with the actual pack leader. Not just a single random vampire. Return to Box Tavern. Alright, let's go talk to Anne. Back to Darkhurst. I love back and forth in killing. I really should have expanded it a bit. Alright, let's... Okay, we can finally head into Darkovia Forest proper. That shouldn't take us that long. Time to use Dredge. really should have been a... What should she have been? That's right, it's a fighter. This was actually a pretty hard fight back in the day. She's the only real werewolf hunter in the game. Or actually in AQ lore, if I actually think about it. I don't remember there being any werewolf hunters in the original Adventure Quest. They were pretty much just focused on taking down the vampires, and after Vampire Slayer E fell and they became the Shadow Slayer Order, they just kind of ignored the werewolves. Maybe it was a case of vampires first, werewolves second. I have to go look into that. Explain why they just sort of ignored them. There's still no skip button, which is kind of annoying. Oh, there it is. Guess I just have to rapidly mash it to get it. Gather Wolfsbane. Oh, this was always good. Where the hell is the... Are they the mushrooms? Oh, no, it's the flowers. This is a good quest. Because this reminds me... No. It reminds me a lot of other games like WoW and stuff, where you don't just have to constantly fight and you can mix it up with, hey, collect ingredients, solve problems. So we'll grab as much Wolfbane as we can get. There are some wolves down there. Also an area where you would spend your time leveling. It was quite a nice little sort of pack of wolves. You could slay them, get creature samples, turn those creature samples into potions, and then eventually the Dreadful Labyrinth came out, and it just became easier to run all over that place to get your potions than it did to sort of craft them from Little Dread. I still do it occasionally whenever I just got some spare time. But with the change to the leveling mechanics, there's really no benefit to getting creature samples compared to just going into the Dreadful Labyrinth and running around and breaking chests. Plus, in the Labyrinth, people will at least tell you where the chest is spawning. So if you can memorize the locations, it's pretty good. Ah, damn it. Oh, here we go. Here's some. Let's see. 8. I thought it was originally 10. Though I could be wrong. Also, I was pretty sure you harvested the mushrooms as well. Maybe that's next? Who knows? Oh, there's another thing that was really hard to kill. The actual Ancient Evil. That was a really good that was a pretty good fight. It had some really good armor on it as well. Cosmetically and stat-wise. Yeah, it took like 3 or 4 people to take down, but nowadays you can pretty much solo it. And if you're a new player and you want to fight it, there's usually someone who's willing to just sort of whack it a few times. It gives Bloody Fangs, which is really helpful for crafting things like vampire armor and just finishing off the... Oh, he sneaked it off me before I could get a chance to grab it. Well, here's the last one, and that's 15. Okay, we'll hand these in. And we have to find the gates. Oh, gee, I wonder where the gates could be. It's not like I go through them nearly every single day. Which really raises the question, why can't we just fast travel? Well, you probably can now, but why couldn't you fast travel between the Vampire Castle and even just come to here? You always have to spawn in Darkhurst and make the long trek into the zone. Actually, while we're here at the gate, let's just take a look at that. Can we now... Oh, here we go. Darkovia Castle Bridge and Wolf Coliseum. That used to never be a thing. You used to have to travel all the way into Darkhurst to travel through. So, oh, that's nice. Props to Alex Entertainment for doing that. Coming real handy later down the line. Okay, let's hand in this quest. 4 Lightning Guards. Shouldn't be too hard. But there is a ton of players. So we'll just do the smart and kill them whenever we see them, rather than trying to get like a big pack of them together. There we go. That's 2 down. Oh, that missed. I guess he was stuck in his... I moved him back to my original spawn, so my hitbox isn't gone. Let's get this guy down. Alright, that's full. You boys, and I guess I've been aggroed on, so I can't use my teleport. There we go. No, I probably could have saved time just running back over. Alright, set traps. Oh, this was another fun quest, just setting traps. Not every quest has to be combat, and this is something I really like in games. It's the prep work. Before, it was a real fight to get these down. You had to face off the wolves and just pray that you could get the traps down before you got overrun. But now you can just sort of slide through it because they're so easy to kill. There's no real danger. Alright, time to slay these forest wolves. If I get a couple of them down, I'll show you the loot they drop. So, you got your basic fangs. They had some armor. There's this creature sample. Here we go. Choose warrior armor. It's pretty bad by our current standards, but for when the DLC, when this expansion to the game came out, that was pretty alright armor. I think I used it for a couple of minutes before I found something better in the Ancient Evil, but for people who couldn't get a chance to slay the Ancient Evil, it was a pretty good option. Okay, let's head back over to Little Dredge, and we'll... Pretty sure this wraps up that part of the quest. Alright, confront and slay the direwolf. There's the direwolf. So... Oh, that's right, it was a werewolf just disguised as a wolf. I'm gonna miss this one. I have to wait for it to respawn. I actually could have made it if I didn't stop myself. That's my fault there. Okay. Let's just sit down and wait for it to respawn. Should be a couple of minutes. Ah, come on, Wolfie. See, look at that. 1 gold, 1 XP, and 1 class XP. Before that would have been actually worth it. Ah, here he is. I'm getting more XP from just doing the quests than I am actually fighting the mobs. Here we are. Let's see. There's the skip. Let's see. I messed it up there a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, I'm getting a bit impatient having to redo all of this to get to the new content. This is the paranoid guy. It's a good opportunity to re-end the tutorial. Dropped it. Now I have to travel back to Darkovia again. Actually, probably quicker just to fast travel there. Then do the entire full loop. Okay. Now I have to travel back to the forest, which is a full actual length travel because we can't warp there. Next thing you have to unlock is the fountain, so hopefully we'll get that done in a couple of seconds. Alright, fountain time. Oh, I remember the fountain quest. It was actually bugged for a long while when the not DLC, I keep saying DLC, when the expansion came out. It was quite bad, actually. You had to sort of mash the fountain to try to get the blood out. Let's see if it still happens. Nope. Pretty sure if you go look at someone like Goldraven's video, you'll see it. Alright, let's head back into the forest. Oh, it's less of a forest and more of a sort of hamlet. Oh, here we go, bloodcat mushrooms. So it was part of this quest that you picked up the mushrooms. That makes sense. Alright. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Here you are. Over here we got some more. There's a good number of them over here. Another small number of them. Some up there. Someone else is being guided to that set, so we'll go for those ones. Just one for the trees. And we got a set of two spawning over here. And if you get the rotation right, yep. That worked out perfectly. I just need to grab the last three. Oh, wait. 15. There we go. And that must be a group. Okay. We'll turn these in. Find the entrance to the Demigrove. We'll enter a public dungeon, that way we can just sort of get through it a lot quicker. And that way it helps other people too. I hope those bat swarms are part of the vampire class ability. Quite good if they were. So it looks like they're gonna finish off those ones, so we'll go for these ones. Man, I did not expect to be back in Darkovia doing this content again. Pretty much abandoned this zone as soon as I finished this quest. Wasn't exactly good for leveling, and it wasn't exactly good for just fighting. Okay, we'll head through to the next one. The big problem with it was just it's so, I want to say linear, but around this time I was getting back into WoW, so the idea of these very linear dungeons kind of bummed me out when I've been playing a lot of good. I think there's meant to be a wall there. That's for sure. Oh, that's right. That's the portal, isn't it? Let's just switch back over to Ranger. Yep, there it is. And the Sisters of Yore. The Sisters dropped 2 really good weapons. The Witch's Blade and the Glowing Witch's Blade. The Glowing Witch's Blade was one of the... I don't say one of the better weapons, but I've still got it equipped as a cosmetic on my ult. It just looks really nice. And now time to kill the Werewolf Center. What was the last thing it was combined with again? It was just some kind of really big boss thing that was quite easy to take down. But for a one-off boss, there's a lot of detail in it. Alright, so we'll place down the incense. Wolf's Breath Incense. It sounds like a lower one that does a detractor. How am I still in the party? Alright, so it's a like mirror. It's a chimera between a centaur, a werewolf, and something that carries a club. I mean, this was also a hard fight. But once you learn the magic of running in circles around and stuff, it becomes quite easy. Let's just skip that. And now we're finally into the cave. The cave was always a fun little place to fight. Mostly because it's one of the places you can get vampire equipment, which is the Unbound cosmetic set and Dage's pistol. Well, it's one of the first gun holsters that you could really use as a vampire. So let's talk to the Wisp. And by talk I can skip. Alright, let's just do this privately. So you've got your cave ghouls, you've got your Unbound. Now I'd side close with the Unbound. I've got some bad experience with guilds in my past, so the idea of no gods, no masters for vampires is something I kind of get behind. You're not bound to the rules of stuff like Seraphe or people like that. It's really just sort of, we don't like the Camarilla for a little World of Darkness message, which I think also fits with me pretty closely. Not really a fan of the Camarilla. Most of the day just sort of mess stuff up. Although I do like playing myself a good Tremere, which kind of conflicts with the not liking the Camarilla, since Tremere are very much Camarilla. But that sort of, you have to be Camarilla if you play Tremere isn't always there. You can always become an Anarch. But modern editions of World of Darkness seem to sort of force you to see that the Camarilla is good, but unnecessary. Well, the Anarchs are pretty bad for the ongoing vampire crisis, but are the only faction you should side with because they're meant to be the revolutionaries. For example, the Wolf in New York. That's a great example. The Anarchs held New York until the year 2000, and then they lost it. Something like that would be much better than the really bad... David, that was his name. It's David's pistol. Oh, here we go. We're Lost Boys. We're not vampire nobles. We don't live in vampire castles, but we are still vampires. They are your typical Anarchs. And I've actually got that jacket in the bank vault. And like I said, I sympathize with them. These aren't your vampiric nobles that everyone wants to be. these are your, we need to survive, we need to do whatever we can vampires. Yeah, it's a pretty good fight as well, even for like someone half my level. Hey, sounds back as well, I just noticed. Unbound boots. That's a shame. I was hoping to get the jacket. Oh, I have to remember to click this. Now, I kept forgetting to do that when I originally played through the missions, so the fact that I forgot about it almost again just shows you how long it's been. Ah, the werewolf one. The werewolf one sucks as far as active missions go. There we go. Definitely have to do this one. And I guess it's bugged. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. So, I guess it's... Wow, I'm locked out the castle. I would never have expected that. But we're almost done. We've beaten both the two dungeons. We'll unlock it. And then we'll talk to the big mana golem inside it. Then we gotta kill Grotesca over there. Wait, really? Ah, I guess so. Oh, I didn't survive the battle. I mean, there's no real battle to survive, though. That's the first two waves down. It's just a level 6. Oh, well, I guess I have to do that one twice. Oh, well. See, that's the good use of public dungeons. You can just sort of speed through stuff that you don't need to do. Alright, let's touch the orb. Portal. And here's the mental protector. Just one giant. Yeah, teratoma. It's just an abomination. Really easy one to kill too. Kill 5 ghoul mutants. Where are they? Here they are. The challenge to kill the higher leveled one was actually pretty difficult. It wasn't something you could just sort of whip out in an afternoon. If you party wasn't very well coordinated, you would lose. And lose a lot, so it was pretty much a challenge at the time. Though nowadays you can just sort of whip it through pretty quickly. I might actually do that just for the fun of it. It's like soloing what's his name in the alternate Green Guard. It wasn't something you would often do very easily. Okay, once he pops back up from being defeated, we'll wipe him out just as quickly. I hate the ghoul minions though. They have a faster spawn rate. There's the book. Come on, big guy. Ah, there you are. So yep, he's just level 17. Nothing really too scary. Just keep casting basic attacks. And he'll go down. Yep. Okay. He's level 18 plus, extremely hard, 5 players, and there's a reward. So he's level 22, which puts him still well below us, but... And the sound's gone again. Done. But as you can see, he just goes down really damn quickly. There's not even bothered to update his attack animations so you see where it's come from. You just sort of attack and win. Oh no, there was one. I guess it's just his basic attacks it doesn't show up for. Because he was really before the attack animations. Unless I'm stunning him out of his attacks, that could be something. There we go, we caught him. Originally this gets you an achievement. I believe it's can't actually remember the name off the top of my head, so I won't bother trying to speculate. But there we go. He's down to 14% and I've barely touched 80% of my health. And I've been doing a pretty poor job of dodging his guy's attacks. Alright, so we get Bloody Fang. That's a pretty good weapon. And the exit was up here? Yep. Alright, so back to Bog's Tavern. Which is just a simple... See, this is why I hate ghoul minions. They aggro real easy. And they stop you traveling. Alright, who do I need to talk to? That's right, to get the boy. I think he would turn into a vampire if he... Would he turn into a vampire? I forget. Well, that was the plot point of AQ Classic and AQ Worlds, was someone turning into a vampire and causing a heap of problems. I really should have finished that story in AQ Classic. I should go back and do that one day. Just sort of finish off that quest. But I keep getting distracted and just sort of don't bother with it. The Cave of Darkness, into the Cavern of Light. Skip. There is no well. Just the portal. Oh, there it is. Darkovia. And just take the fast travel back. Again. Thank God this game doesn't have fast travel. Travel back into Darkhurst. And travel back over to Sluttershire. Nope, that's just a bounty hunter. Ah, the mayor's office. Ah, that's right, this is where his daughter gets kidnapped. You get offered a lot of money for doing basically nothing. Actually, that's a good point. Is 10,000 gold actually worth it? I've got about 60,000. Not 60,000, 600,000. At the time, maybe, but a lot of players were already racking up in the millions. Just one of those things that people talk about and just really don't give any thought to. Ah, Castle Darkovia completed. Oh, this will actually be kind of a good thing, actually. So there's a cutscene which involves the marriage ceremony. One of the things that happens is you can't get the visage until you've obviously gone down to the sewers. So this will be the first time I'll do the marriage ceremony in actual gear. I'm actually head back to the bank and grab the formal dress attire. Alright, Castle Guards defeated. Ooh, these guys are ranked up. They weren't level 20 before. This is something I do like. The bridge being out's always just been one of those fun little things where if you fall down, you obviously still got a pretty good chance. But if you can stay up there, it's an awesome fight. This is what really separates most of the also these two doors. Like here's the first real look at the Queen. There was a lot of rumors for a while that the symbol on this door was a Titan that could be hidden underneath the castle itself. Because we know there are a couple of Titans spread around the game world. If you look at the top there, you can see the head, what would be the body. It is obviously just a shield, but it's some food for thought. I remember when those were almost instant killers. Solomon Dredge, the primary guard of the castle. You gotta feel sorry for this guy. He's a level 21 mini-boss that stands guard in front of the castle gate. He's got two gargoyles to both sides of him that do nothing to help in the battle. And adventurers just either go straight past him, or kill him for just fun on the way in. You gotta feel bad for the guy. Well, as much bad as you can feel for an animated suit of armor. It's powered probably by the souls of dead children, or some other fantastical way of powering a giant suit of armor. It's taking a lot longer to load than normal. Guess it is triggering like a cutscene. I don't know. So we'll just do our usual for the warp over. This conversation is going to be quite interesting, because normally you have facial expressions, but the visage has no expression. So, this guy obviously here is just a mortal. And as you can see, he's just a man. See, no facial expressions at all. Can I still buy stuff off him? Oh yeah, the crafting's still here. Nothing's been added to it, but that's pretty nice to see it's still there. I obviously have got the same outfit that I've worn for, I don't want to say ages now, but it's one of those outfits I only like to really have minor tweaks to. Ah, the ball. These ghosts, back when this content first came out, were extremely tough. Mostly because at the time level 21 was the max level. But like most things now, they just sort of go down with not much fight. I remember using spam potions. Quest trigger twice, or have I not killed them? First lightning bolt. And no sound effect. Interesting. Ah, there she is. The time to spawn. So we got someone that uses that. Oh, sorry for the silence there. But there's not really much to say about just sort of travelling back and forth. I don't ever think Rodwell's armor became something you could use. Next up, the dining hall. I believe they reused the Trollenstein model for the dining hall. Oh no, they just reused this guy. So the addition of ghouls here is quite interesting. As well, you would expect the vampires to use some form of entranced labor. You would think they'll be using thralls over ghouls. Ghouls are more of a shock troop. They're something you send in to kill the mortals, rather than something you use to, work a castle. The primary goal of the ghoul is to seek blood and slaughter, because they are just mindless vampires. They'll eat the dead. I missed that fight. They'll eat the dead, they'll eat the living. They normally target children because it's an easier fight for them. But for laborers, this is a place where you would want to use thralls. Thralls work better just from a standpoint of they're enhanced humans. There's drunk vampire blood, but they're obviously not vampires themselves. As a result, they seek the taste of immortality, while also not being immortal. And depending on the vampire literature, there are people who have been hypnotized, people who have sworn pacts of blood. Just generally interesting ways of doing it. Oh, so this feast hall is amazing. It's just one room in this entire game, but it looks amazingly big done. Also, more doors that go nowhere. You would think they would do something, but they just do nothing in the end. Like, you can see some repetition with the food, but it's all placed out. Like, here's 2 lobsters, okay. But then you've got, look at these 2 pies. They're at least different enough that you can think that someone's setting a table for a bunch of people. There's also the case that Okay, the next part is we have to take out the unbound leader again. Which I believe... Isn't this leading outside? Oh no. I just remember going up. Oh, here's the reused Troll and Sun model. Come on, let me select him. That's interesting. Looks like there's a bit of lag in this dungeon. Or that skeleton over there is busted. One or the other. So all of these zones were pretty powerful at the time. See, skeletons is another thing I find strange that they would be using. On one hand, it kind of makes sense. Skeletons are a viable option. Necromancy isn't beyond vampires. Vampire Counts, for example, from Warhammer Fantasy, used skeletons as a form of, I want to say chaff trooper? Where there's that kind of inevitably disposable extra unit that sort of just buffed their numbers rather than being any form of... Obviously you had the Blood Knights that would be the primary attacking force. There must be some lag. Ah, I see now. Yeah, it's lag. Okay, let's just kill the big guy while it's still somewhat usable. Oh, there's the exit to outside. I just remember that this was one of the alternate routes inside the castle. It's obviously locked until you do this part of the quest, but it's still very helpful. I think that guy thinks he's got a unique design. Let's go back and talk to Roswald. Oh, the library. If I remember, in the library you have to look for a specific book, and it is just terrible to find. Let's go look for it. Oh no, I'm just trying to kill knights right now. Don't actually look for the book. The book must come later. And good thing the maximum range of the ranger is outside the aggro range. Otherwise you'd be stuck forever trying to kill vampires. Okay, we'll aggro these last two. The Holy Blood King. I guess. Ah, yeah, it says. But they seem to know me, so That was a perfect landing. Still gonna be able to talk to him, or do I have to go back and... yep. Where is it? Suit of armor. Let's get this thing killed, and then we can get back to doing the quests. There we go. Alright. Now we get our audience with the king. So getting sucked into the floor here doesn't make much sense. Unless the carpet is entirely a trapdoor. Now, everyone who's played an Adventure Quest game before knows who Sefaria is. She was a developer on the game, she added herself in as the Queen of Vampires, she left the company. But the name has carried on, so that's always a good thing. And then we can see her statue. Alright, time to fight these 5. The Vampire Golems are different just from suits of armor, because they're gold. Which really raises the question why Dredge, the primary guard of the castle, isn't a golden guard. So, for some reason, they have not triggered the quests. Next should be the bats. Oh no, just 4 regular dudes. Despite being called honor guards, they're... Why has this guy got a unique name? I don't remember him having a unique name. I'm gonna have to look up that later. That guy shouldn't have a unique name. The other ones were just Royal Vampire Guards. So here is just normal Sefaria. And here is Prince Vlad, who doesn't appear in any other game, but has some of the nicest armor you've ever seen. I mean, let's just take a moment and look at this. The gold belt, the sheath for his sword, which has a sword in it. The shoulders are pretty good. The golden version of what I've got on, which are the gloves. And then you've got just the symbol on the chest piece. That is an amazing little detail. Let's just take a moment and... You can pretty much win this fight by auto attacking. It's honestly that easy to do. There's no real risk or danger to it. I think that comes with it just being one of the more simple quests in the game. And this is a twist everyone saw coming. But this is a nice twist that he is willing to go out of his way to wage war to save her brother. And eventually it's revealed that her brother is the new leader, which then sort of creates the alliance, which in no way stops this. Though I would like to see a Darkhurst without vampires and werewolves fighting. Obviously, I'd rather see it full of vampires, but that'd be a nice little twist. And here originally ended the quest up until we got the wedding deal, the wedding expansion. And now, actually, I can just warp to the castle. Or go into the forest for some reason. Alright then! We'll just travel across here real quick. No reason to do all this again. Up we hop. Whoops. Ah well. That happens occasionally. And go through the portal. And you're back over here. So let's head through the gate. And we'll head back to the fun room. Pretty easy trip. Can I get 4 more tire off him? Let's see. No, I cannot. There's some preparation work before the actual wedding, I believe. So if I wanted to, I could go grab some formal attire. King Dracus. Okay, travel back to the bridge, so let's use this now. Black roses. Black roses are found on the lower level. And they're pretty easy just to sort of harvest. Alright, now we can travel to the ballroom. And I believe you have to set up drapes or something. I forget the exact thing you have to do, but we can just quickly go through this door and then head upstairs. Be much faster than going all the way around the castle. Oh, it would be interesting to time how long it takes to get from one side to the other doing particular methods. Because as far as zones go, Darkovia Castle is one of the bigger zones. Oh, yep, here we go. Silk drapes found. Knew it had something to do with drapes. And we'll grab these ones. And it's amazing just how much damage I can take now. And since I've been aggro on them, I'm getting free XP just by sort of working around. Alright, castle dining room. Though I doubt I'm going to level up just from doing these side quests. They never give that much XP. Oh, 2k is a lot. So it's 6 groups of candles, not just 6 candles. Oh, here's the book quest I hate so much. Find the beast toast. The best toast. A toast we never get to hear, but we have to spend a good 5 minutes trying to track down this library. Books checked. Okay. I'm not mad that I've hyped it up as being a terrible quest where I have to check every single book and then I just sort of have it handed to me. That might have been a change when they redid the zone. Oh, test the knights. And by test, we mean kill. Nothing says testing knights like making sure they all die horribly. So 4 spawn here. Let's switch back over the warrior for this. I could jump back over there, but by the time I do it, they'll all be dead. What's taking them so long to spawn? There we are. And now we'll just jump back across here. Or not. I'm just gonna fall. Oh, where'd my Blizzard Vampire Golem go? Ah, there it is. Alright, let's travel up to the phone room again. And get over these really badly designed stairs. Because why have wings when they don't work? See, look at him. He's just your standard black suit of armor. You would think for like the primary guardian of the final gate, your literal last line of defense before they get inside would be a golden guy. I mean, sure, you've got the giant ones there, the giant ones there, and they're even swarming with guards, but he's technically the last line of defense. It would be like having a really well defended fortress and then you just put generic Gook number 3 in charge of protecting the main entrance. Like, it makes sense that they've got Vampire Golems in here. They've got about, let's see, there's 2 over there. They've got 4 in here and possibly a few upstairs. And you've got an entire line of guards going back about 50 miles. But you'd expect them to have something good at the front gate. Alright. Alright, we'll get and travel back to the South Tower. And we have to fight the Unbound. Which is always a fun task in itself. That's right, we have to go through the ballroom to get to there. Now, finding the Unbound was a pretty difficult quest in itself. When you have a group of people, it was pretty easy to do, but solo, these guys were level 22s, and for the most part, we're pretty powerful. So, the fact they spawn in groups of 2 like this, means that they'd always be fighting against the battle. But nowadays you can just sort of breathe on them and they fall over. There's more over here. Like, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 5. Here's just 5 of them. All real basic. All go down like a sack of bricks. Like, that would be deadly to a level 20 player. Which was the level you probably were when you were doing Castle Darkovia. But now, they just die. I mean, I lost a bit of health, but that's because I was messing around. Now, there is the case that they do percentile damage rather than actual damage, so there's always that to take account of. Now, here's the fight with David. Who is bugged out by the look of it. Oh no, he just was probably dead and just didn't spawn correctly. There we go. Attend the wedding. I really should get dressed up for this, but I doubt I have time to go to Battle on Bank and back. I already spent most of the morning doing other stuff, so I can't really. So I believe that that is not mirrored. I believe that is just another layer of the map underneath the map. If I could somehow trick the game into letting me fall through it again, I could probably check. Alright, let's finally do the wedding. And once the wedding triggers... I'll watch the wedding cutscene because it is quite good. Though it is sort of ruined by the play. And just having no weapon out. And cue the brother. Alright. I guess the game's decided it's going to take a lag spike again. Killing the werewolf invaders is quite easy. In fact, if you wait, the guard actually do a pretty good job of fighting them off in 1v1s. I say as they all drop dead. Wow, I remember them being much more powerful than that and actually winning the fights. Oh, you think I can spawn back in again? Like, that's the designer, the one who's always in charge. Find the secret entrance that every single vampire player knows by heart. And now to fight my way down to the bottom. Let's just grab the... But I really want to get to the boss fight. with King Vlad. I want to look at something. See, look here, a Vampire Golem, except this one's black. Normally the guy who stands here is red, is gold, so... Is this just an oversight? So we got 4 more gold ones. Normally all 4 would aggro on you at once and you'd have to die a few times to get rid of them. But if you're pretty lucky, they don't aggro and you can just take them on at your leisure. Okay, now this is a fight I want to pay very close attention to. Primarily for what King Dracus does. So his plan here is to deballotize Zephyria while she's unconscious. In vampire society, this is a major taboo, but by doing so, you can gain tremendous power. Yep, here we are. This is also a great line. I'm immortal, why would I need an heir? In traditional vampire society, having an heir is a symbol of ascension. So, in the event that he does die, and which is very possible eventually, the son would take over. Alright. So, the fight itself. King Dracus is our best look at what could potentially be the vampire class in the game. So we got a basic AoE attack that's forward focusing. So that's like our flash. And then we got this thing. A Vampire Familiar. This could be something that could be one of the 3 abilities. Does he summon a small swarm? No. But he does cast Dark Ritual. Which, thanks to the game lagging out, I couldn't actually see. This is a fun cutscene, so I'm just going to watch this through. They cut away, which is kind of confusing because he would just turn to ash. Though his armor and weapon should still be in one piece. And her eyes should also be red. But that could just be a modeling choice. Okay. There we go. We have completed all the old content. And we have now got access to the Werewolf Alcove. This should be pretty fun to see itself. And head inside. That's going to take a few minutes to load, so we'll just let it do that. Now let's take a first look at this new zone. So I'm going to this completely blind. Wolf Alcove. So it's in a cave, which is pretty accurate to the werewolf aesthetic. It looks very much like the one in AQ Worlds. Let's see. In theory, that should be the giant wolf head. Yep, there it is. So we've got wolves and vampire knights. And we have to defeat feral werewolves. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to have a quick look around. Nope, that's not solid, that's just a tree. Mercenaries. I wonder what mercenaries could be doing here. Now, this is going to be an interesting plot point to follow up on. Just why there are mercenaries inside the tower. Well, it's not really a tower, it's a coliseum. Everything's still underleveled though. I would have thought this would be, you know, new level 30 content, but maybe because they plan for this to be before a lot of other stuff. But still, that's really, really weak. Like, don't get me wrong, just being able to breeze through content's always a good thing when you just want to experience it, but compared to something like the Sandsea Zone that they recently added, where it was... What's wrong with this werewolf? Alright, let's get the coliseum. This is the big selling point of this expansion, is the whole coliseum itself. Ooh, this is a nice cutscene. Oh, that's a nice touch, calling them leeches. Some random duels. I'm trying to do new content. Alright, let's load in. Alright, Coliseum. Take. Let's have a look around. So, we got banners. Defeat 3 evil mercenaries. Like that. Defeat 4 vampiric gladiators. there's Constantine. I have to go back and look to see if this is actually Constantine from the other game. Ragnar. Too hard. Defeat 3 feral werewolves. Oh, I've only got a KHP. Defeat 2 Lycans Insurance. I'm guessing, yep, slightly more than 10. Wow, that guy avoided all the damage. And now let's defeat the big boy. Where is he? Oh, that is a beautiful model. Let's see. He's got a neat piece of armor on his shoulder. Oh, he has silence. That's interesting. Still died pretty easy though. Oh, another cutscene. Where I just boast about my superiority. Didn't really have honor though. These are much more expressive than the normal cutscenes. This is quite nice. Now the throne room should just be a giant rock. That is not just a giant rock. Alright, so just talking about the whole piece between the vampires and werewolves. Okay, so this guy basically gave up his humanity to save his sister. That's pretty good. Alright, Chamber of Memories. Lycan Loyalist equipment. It's all pretty weak. What's the hood look like? Moon sword. Oh, it does have a moon on it. Okay, here we go. Full moon sword. That is still a crescent moon. Night Lycan shoulders. Oh, those look much better than the... So I'm guessing it's going to be black too? That's more dark blue. Knight Loyalist Armor. Ooh, blood. I could see someone wearing that as a Lycan supporter. That looks pretty good in red. Luna. I'm guessing that's just going to be the grey set. That doesn't change though. Unless it's the... Oh, it's the undercoat that changes. Okay. Let's see. Lost pages, lost books, lost tomes. Those are just fragments. Not really interested in that kind of gear. Let's enter a private dungeon just so we can experience this. No reason to sort of rush through this with other players. I won't have a good look around. Okay, we're still in the cave. Some good ambient lighting. Oh, this was a mistake. Okay, so despite being level 30, these guys go down pretty quickly. That said, I'm taking a lot of damage too, so I shouldn't sort of just try to dawdle around with these guys. Also, they instill slow effect, which is quite interesting. Oh, that was very close. Wait, I didn't have any effects on me. How did I die there? Delayed damage? Oh, I should have chugged the potion. I thought that would have been fine. Like, really use a consumable was a daily task. Okay then. Wait, they spawn you where you died? Oh, that's very useful. Okay, since these guys are actually giving XP, and I want to level up Ranger, let's level up Ranger. And while we're at it, we'll collect our daily rewards for killing the enemy, and that should get us to level 31. Almost. I reckon when I kill the Warlord Spectre, I'll get to level 21. So we'll start off with a Lightning Bolt. That will get us back to max health. We'll throw down a blocker. Get the extra damage for doing that. Slip around behind him. Fire off just some basic shots. Another entanglement. And there we go. Oh, didn't get anything from that. Oh, we'll just murder hobo away for the rest of the dungeon. So these guys are giving 0.1% of a level, are they? Yep. I'm at 99.9. I doubt that goes up to 999. Let's just check down a potion real quick. I'm at 100% and nothing's happening. That's always good. There we go. Now we can work towards the cap zones. Wow, they're giving so little XP, even though they're at my level. That's incredible. Thankfully, though, we can do the rest of this content and not have to worry about not getting XP from it. Oh, you're kidding me, really? Oh, that's right, I bypassed like 2 of them on the way in, didn't I? It's never a good idea to say you have to defeat everything in a long dungeon. If you can bypass the enemy without having to fight them, you shouldn't need to kill them. We'll just chug down another one of my slices of dark cake. Those are some tiny ass wolf spirits. Oh man. They got infinite aggro range, but they go down in one shot. These things are so cute. They're actually quite a threat because they can tear you apart. Jesus Christ. Good thing I had that slice of dark cake on. I'll use another potion. How about my mana potions? Where are they? Oh, did I run out? Oh no, here they are. Now let's see. Class boost. Alright. So I can't sort of cheat out an extra class boost. Well, XP boost. Oh shit, the Wolf Spectre's actually gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, we'll throw that on. It's gonna go down pretty easy though. Just more fragments, which I don't give a... Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh, those little wolf spirits. They are the piranhas. They die pretty easy. Ah, here we go. Here's the... taint the laws. Darkness is a dangerous home. Okay. Let's read over that again. Darkness is a dangerous home. That is very dark. This is not dark. I found the key. I found a ton of minis. Let's cast that. Let's cast that. These little piranhas are gonna tear me apart. Okay. So I think I figured it out. Darkness is dangerous, so I have to go through each of the gates that has light in it. Which shouldn't be too hard once I figure out which ones those are. Let's just throw up another potion. I'll use that. I cast too early. Damn it. Come on. Almost had that time. Might be worth switching, but for what, I'm unsure. Nope. Probably the best thing for this. Well, here's the Dark Souls reference of the game. Let's just test something. But really, no achievement. No achievement for seen by the bonfire. Can you actually escape them? Yes, you can. Excellent. And down go the little wolfy spirits. Okay, we've cleared them out, so there go the rest of them. Now we'll just sit back and heal up. And chug down another slice of dark cake, even though it still says serum bun. Man, those little wolves can bite. That is a lot of damage. Just a couple of tiny little wolves. Okay, we'll see if we can cut the Warlord Spectre out by itself. Yes, we can. Alright. So we'll trap it. And really start to rend into it. Don't run away. I've aggroed the dungeon. I'm gonna die. Alright, a key appears. What can you teach me this time, old great deciphering code? Haunting... Haunting is the key? Hunting is the key. Well, that's a neat animation on the bite effect. Alright, so... Haunting is the key. My first instinct is to go into the dark now, because that's where I am hunted. You are being hunted. Run away. Be nice that I cast it in a reasonable time. If hunting is the key... Oh, come on! Those little things have such a bite. You know it's gonna die to them eventually. Let's get traveling back. Now, in theory... Yep, here's the gate. More little spirits. I mean, they're not hard to kill. There's so many of them, though. And they don't give much in the way of XP, that's for sure. Let's heal up and see what this one says. Probably I have to kill the wolf and then... Oh, come on, another little guy. Let's decipher this before we die. Can't interact with it. Oh. What is this little guy's aggro range? Let's figure out what this one says. Dominate the... So kill the Warlord Spectre like I did last time, okay. Oh, let's kill his little friends first. Alright, now let's drag him out from his pack. Arcane shots with explosive arrows. In a sarin bun. Oh no, dominate the big just means beat the gate guard. He's a level 32. Because I'm level 32, which means he'd probably be like level 22 if you were to fight this normally. It's using a lot of slow moves to stop you being able to dodge its attack, which is pretty smart. Also using poisons. And the tight corridors is also very good. Alright. Decipher the stone, solve the puzzle, defeat the guards. It's one long dungeon. Oh, come on, really? That guy wasn't aggro for the entire other fight. But the second I get that guy, ooh, I need to go aggro on him? Really? And I even having trouble moving through this dungeon. What's the stone say? Three is the key. Okay. What's this one say? 5 to survive. Okay, so they're numbered. Are there 5 in the room or just 4? The rest leads to prey. Okay, so 3 is to get the key. 5 is to live. So I'm guessing that's the exit. And all the other dungeon areas lead to death. Eight secures your fate. Well, now I'm just confused. Choose 4 more and you're done for. What? Choose 4 more and you're done for. The rest leads to prey. 3 is the key, 5 to survive. Okay, it's a lever puzzle, I'm guessing. Three and 5, I'm guessing. Okay, let's just use up our last potion and basically everything just to beat this Skate Guardian. Not really in the mood to die to it. Drop down another bun. And I'm dead anyway. Okay, for this fight, let's switch up the Paladin. Oh, and you're back, you piece of shit. Alright, so put on the shield. And we'll get into this fight proper. So it's cast slow moving on me. And attempt to really slow down my ability to dodge its attacks. And there's just 100 more fragments of stuff I'm not going to use. Okay, so 3 is the key. And 5 to survive. Three is the key. 5 to survive. The rest lead to prey. Eight to seal your fate. Choose 4 more, and you're done for. Eight to secure your fate. Unless there's an inscription stone I'm somehow missing. I'm not going to touch 8 yet. Alright, so it's not saying kill everything. So what happens when I pull 8? Okay. That's a nice little puzzle. I misread it then. 8 to secure your fate. I thought it meant like you will die if you pull the 8th trigger. Alright, current objective. Defeat the boss. Let's switch back over the ranger. And we'll kill our way to the boss. Target the right guy. Changes up every time, so you just don't go straight in to pull the right levers. Sake of the rubbing. There we go. Well, we might as well defeat the boss while we're here, see what kind of loot drops. I didn't mean to attack him. Okay, let's heal up before we go any further. Because that was a mistake on my part to attack that one. Let's eat some more dark cake. Ghost of General Fang. Guessing that's the boss, so we'll slay it. Last boss that wants to get into this fight. So it's level 33. So it's one level higher than that. Just need to keep moving. And it's gonna de-aggro. Come on. Really? You're gonna de-aggro because I got too far away from your little seat? That's a bit... At least it gave me a chance to... Come on. Okay, then still bleed. Just have to keep dodging. There we go. It's dead. And there's only lunar fragments. No way to leave at the back. So we have to leave out the front. Alright, we're ready to turn this quest in. And not open my shop. I can't read Lycan, I can actually read it perfectly fine. So they run a Senate system. Alright, travel to the feast hall. Oh, that's pretty nice. The Colosseum is the base within itself. Warden Groom. What's he got to say? Nothing? This is very well made for something that should just be a cave. It's just pretty fancy. Okay, so this guy is the Sire. Sire for werewolves? I can't never tell. What's this guy want? Okay. Some kind of mutton-based quest. Collect Vampire Guard helmets. I guess I'll do that at some point. Here's the little armory slash library. Oh, okay, you gotta do it anyway. Yep, defeat vampire guards to get. These guys count? These are knights, not guards. Those are mercenaries. More werewolves over there. More trees up there. Oh, here we go. They're respawning down here. This is good. They're respawning pretty quickly. That wasn't too hard. Can I go around? Yes, I can. That will save some time on the travel. We'll just need to go straight through the Colosseum. Can I turn this in? Not sure what that does, but guess we'll find it soon enough. Why are we looking for glue? Always the last place you look. Which I'm guessing is going to be over there. It even lets me click on it, that's for sure. More boxes. More chances to find this mysterious glue. There it is. Like I said, last place you always look. Alright, that was just a quick little fun side quest. Burn wolfsbane plants. So we can go up. And I've somehow become lost. In a circular... Oh, here we go. In a circular room. Let's get outside. Oh wow, I've been going for like 2 hours now. Okay, we'll have to end it there actually. Thank you all for tuning in. And I hope to see you next time. I'll just end out on the title screen. And we'll call it there.